Hi everyone, welcome back if you've been here on lately. So today we are gonna watch yet another build that's part of my save file. I will just pop a video in the right corner for you, so you can just go click on that video, and in the beginning I'm explaining what the save file is about, or you can just go in the link down below in the description and go read more about it. So basically today we are continuing in Willow Creek in the Pendula View neighborhood, and we are doing a huge Victorian mansion, which is gonna be a blue Victorian mansion, which was a bit weird because I'm not really a fan of blue, but lately, for like, let's say the last year, I started more building with blue, and I kind of enjoy it, and this mansion ended up being so beautiful and I just love it. So basically this family that lives here, there are two parents in here and their teenager son, and their daughter, which is now a young adult, has moved across the street and she has her own family. So it's just the two parents in this house now and the boy, the teenager. And yeah, I already created the families as well. I don't know when I'm gonna post them on Patreon, I'll see. And other than that, this build was really nice, and I just wanna, maybe you didn't notice yet, or maybe you noticed that there is a weird zoom in on this part of the speed build. It will still go like this for like, I don't know, maybe till like the 10th minute or something like that, because I was messing around with settings in my OBS when I'm recording, because there was this slight blurriness whenever I would move my camera around, and I didn't like it, so I put a bit rate in there higher, and I tried to play with settings, and I didn't notice that I did something about the resolution and it kept on recording like this. It took me a bit of time to realize while I was editing the speed build, and I was like, there is something weird, and then I just noticed I can see the bar with the build and buy objects down, and I was like, oh my god, did I just record like this the entire speed build, which was like a lot of hours, you know? And then I was like, whew, no, I didn't. So after a while, you'll see we'll get back to normal, so please forgive me for that, and hopefully you can still watch it and enjoy to watch it. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. It happens, you know? I'm always a bit of a dummy. I like to mess up with settings, always try to find out what I can do to, like, you know, watch tutorials, try to do like in the tutorials, and yeah, sometimes it's a fail, sometimes it's a win. So basically this house is huge. I didn't expect it to be that big, but the downstairs area is a really nice area. I don't know, I kind of like how it ended up. The shape of the house is just amazing in my opinion. I just love it so much. And I did have a kind of a picture, like as an inspiration picture, but only including the front porch at the entrance in the house, only that part. So I'll see if I don't think I will end up putting the screenshot in here, but it's nothing too important. It was just that small specific part of the house, of the front house, that I saw in the picture, and from there I just went with my imagination as always and tried stuff around, and yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. And I tried, I think, yeah, I did end up giving them a really nice backyard. I was counting on that because this lot is so big, so I was thinking this house is already huge and I still have that much room at the back of the house. So basically the mother loves gardening, so I gave her a garden in the back. It's so beautiful, you'll see later. And I even gave them a sitting area with a fountain and a pool, a barbecue area. You know, they're rich, so let's say they can afford it. So basically the father is just a rude person, like nobody really likes him excepting the wife for whatever reason. That's how I'm thinking the story about him. And he's into business, he's a workaholic, he's just rude, he didn't want her he wanted his daughter to end up taking on his path, like into business, but she is just into painting, and she loves painting, and she wants to earn a living out of that. So she moved in the house across the road, and she has her own family, husband, and it's just like she's not in good relationship with him. And same goes with the son, because he wanted then the son as well to take on his path, but the son just is a party animal. He loves to party, he loves to take care of his physique, like he's into fitness and all that stuff, and he's just like living his life, you know. He's just young, and he dreams of hosting parties in this house and all that stuff, you know. So yeah, the son is still here. And then the bedroom of the daughter that moved across the street is still in this house, but it's a bit messy, you'll see. I don't think it's playable though, because I put objects next to the bed, like they just moved all the furniture in a half of the room, and in the other half the son, the teenager, brought his treadmill in there, his PlayStation, and there's a PlayStation that's in base game. It's like on the floor, it's like a square, and you go in there and you can play, you know. So basically there's still things that left from the daughter in there, so yeah. And I think I didn't give them that much. The husband just has an office for himself when he's working and all that, and he has a kind of good relationship with his wife, but I think she whenever you start playing with this save file, I think I was thinking like that she is sad about what happened, she's rethinking her whole life. I don't know what she saw in him, that's up to your imagination, that she's still staying with him, maybe she still hopes that he's gonna change or something like that. So yeah, it's up to you, but that's how I thought about it. And also next to this house is the goth house, which I think I did upload last week, so I'll just pop the video in the right corner if you want to watch it. It ended up really nice actually, even though I wasn't fully happy with it, so yeah. And other than that, I'm still zoomed in this speed build. I'm sorry about that once again. And yeah, I just had fun with this build. It was a bit challenging, like me working with the blues. I skipped the wallpaper part once again because it's so hard to like decide over one wallpaper for each room. It's just like you have to choose from. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that in base game you cannot go with the style that's in between the traditional classic one that's given from base game and the modern one. So there's nothing in between, so it's either you go with modern, which I don't really enjoy from the base game. I enjoy the modern side from other packs that came out, like Dream Home Decorator or Eco Lifestyle, but not base game. And then there is the traditional classic one, which is a bit way too much, like it's a bit way too oldish, I could say. So basically you kinda have to work with that, which is a bit challenging, but other than that I think I made it work. And once again I was trying to give them a lot of trees so they have a bit of privacy and all that. And I even gave them a not bathtub, oh my god, I gave them a bathtub in the house, but no, outside I gave them what was the name of it? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the name of it. Oh my god, I think it was the jacuzzi thingy. I think it's called something else as well, not just jacuzzi, but yeah, I gave them that, and geez, I like it. I really hope you enjoyed this build. And yeah, I just had so much fun, and I got a bit faster than usual with building because I'm building lately, so yeah. And I was thinking, besides me just putting videos with this save file that I'm working on now on YouTube, I would also try to start uploading something else as well, maybe tiny houses, small houses, cozy houses, limited amount of pack builds. I think that would be a nice thing to see. And also I tried to do a reel when the bathroom clutter kit came out, and Jesus, I don't know if I did it good, but it's weird. I don't think reels are for me, to be honest. It's just like, nah, I don't really enjoy doing reels. And yeah, I will be walking you through the whole speed build as always, because it's such a long video and I don't want to leave you all alone in here, you know, watching by yourself. So what else? This time I did a weird thing that I never really do in the landscape. First of all, I tried to do it with the terrain paint tool, the areas where I would love the landscape to be into, and geez, I like it. Other than that, yeah, it's nice. And as always, if you know me, I'm using a lot of debug because I just love debug for whatever reason. It's so beautiful, and you have so much more choices than just the build and buy catalog in there, and it's just so nice. I just love debug. Let me just close one tab that I have open. And I forgot to tell you, this is the Park Shore lot next to the God's house. That's how it's called. And yeah, so as I told you, I did the terrain paint thingy and I kind of enjoyed it. And as always, I'm just going with the fence from the debug menu because it's the most suitable one, I would say, in my opinion. The others are just like a no-go for me. For this style of a house, I'm just like already thinking what I'm gonna do in the other neighborhood. So officially with this build up on YouTube, I have finished this neighborhood, the Pendula View neighborhood, and there are three residential lots, I'm sorry, and one community lot, which is a Basecamp bar, and that's up on YouTube as well. I'll just pop the video for you here. And also it's for free for you to download on the Sims resource. And I see that here we are finally back to the normal zoom, you know, we are not zoomed in finally. So here I just wanted to use this fence for whatever reason to section the garden away from the rest of the backyard, which I think it ended up really nice. And I was thinking to give them a greenhouse actually. Why not to get a bit creative? And I just gave them just gave her, cause she's into gardening, a nice greenhouse, and also all the vegetables are on the inside of the greenhouse and the flowers are on the outside in some planter boxes, you'll see. I even gave her a plant cow actually. I don't know why, but I'm not using it as much in my build, so I was just thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna give her a plant cow, you know. And I was just playing with the terrain paint in here, and at some point I'm just gonna put down a room that I have in my gallery. And I saved in there all of the plants I could think of that you can plant and harvest and tend, like gardening. And as you can see here, I skipped that part. You don't get to see me getting it from the gallery, but me here, I'm just taking all of the plants that I have, and you saw there the room, and I'm just placing them down like how I wanted them to be. There are like potatoes, carrots, and spinach, some mushrooms, I think. I don't remember exactly all of the plants. Onion as well, and yeah, I can't remember all of them. So basically that, I gave them a lot of trees on the outside in this garden area. Like I think I gave them apple tree, pear tree, lemon tree, and cherry tree. So I just love this garden so much. I'm so happy with this build that I've done. I just feel like it's really, really beautiful, and I hope you like it as much as I do. And also, if you hear weird noises sometimes, I'm still not good at recording voiceovers, and sometimes I'm just doing weird sounds that my mic keeps picking it up for some reason, because I'm not good with settings around the voiceover, around the mic. It's just not my area of I don't know how to say it. It's just not my thing, okay? But I hope it's okay. After all, I'm just trying my best not to move in my chair or to do weird things, which I just did now. I just looked up on the window because it's like 2 p.m. right now when I'm recording this, and since the morning, like, and even in the night, like I think it started at the half of the night and it's still snowing outside, and we didn't have snow for months in here. It was barely a bit, and then it was melting already because the sun was out. And actually this time is a lot of snow outside, and It's so cozy, looks so nice. It's just the perfect moment to record this voiceover, for me to light up my candles, which I do every day because I love them. I love scented candles. Look at my plants. I even put some tulips on my desk in a vase, and yeah, it's just nice. It feels cozy and it's warm and nice inside, you know. And here I'm doing the hot tub. I think it was hot tub. Actually, yeah, it was hot tub called, not bathtub, like I said earlier. Okay, so basically I just put a hot tub in there for them to have a bit of like, you know, because they are rich. I don't know, I keep saying that they are rich, they deserve it. So I didn't talk a lot about the other family when I did that speed build, because at that point I didn't have something in mind, but I will talk a bit right now about the other family that's across the road, which obviously I did the speed build for that as well. I just popped the video on the right corner. So basically that family I told you is the daughter of this couple that lives in this house, as you see right now, and she has married a guy that already had a daughter, and she's a teenager now, their daughter, and they did another boy that's a child at the moment, and she's now pregnant with twins, guys. And she's just pursuing her painting career, but she doesn't have a career actually. She's a stay-at-home mom because so many kids in there, right? And I was thinking she's just painting from at home. She has her own painting room in the attic, which is so beautiful. You see in the speed build. And she just loves painting, and she's trying to earn her money from painting. And her husband is into, I can't remember exactly, into writing actually. He has a job into writing. He loves to write books, and he loves his family, he loves kids, and as much as he's working, he's trying to spend time with the kids, and they're just happy, I would say, and they are enjoying their life. But obviously he's not getting along with the father of his wife, because I told you he's a grumpy man. He doesn't like anyone because they didn't do what he wanted them to do, like job wise and career wise, you know. And he's just like, maybe you can give them a rebound situation. Rebound, no, I don't know how to say it. I don't think that's the word, but like maybe you play around with the story and they finally get to be friendly again to each other, to like their, I don't know, to just, I don't know, to be friendly, you know, getting back to the normal family and not just a grumpy family. Obviously the mother, the wife of this grumpy husband, she's friendly with everyone. She loves that her daughter found someone that nice, and she is just happy for everyone. She's having a good relationship with her son, with her daughter, with even with her husband, but it's still declining, I would say, and she's trying to work it out. Maybe he will realize that this relationship is falling apart and they will try to do something about it. We'll see, it's up to you. But I will take care to put the family up on the Patreon sometime soon. I just need to watch a tutorial on YouTube how to do that, because I never did CAS files, so we'll see. And other than that, if you want to have access to those houses, and yeah, you just have to go on my Patreon. They are, unfortunately, I would say, with early access, but when I'm finishing the whole save file, it will be obviously free and you can just play around with it. I was even thinking now as I was talking, maybe when I finish the base game wars, which is Willow Creek, Oasis Springs and New Crest, I will release the save file just as with the 3 worlds, and as I go through the other ones, they will be early access till I'm finished with the whole save file. I don't know, I'll see about it. And here I'm just going with the floor plan. It was a bit weird, but at the same time I had so much room in this house to play around with rooms and all that. Plenty of room, like I can't complain about that, you know. And also I gave them like a living room and then a family room, which is still a living room but with I don't know, for them to sit there at the back of the house to just I don't know, watch TV and all that. They have a TV on the front as well, in the just living room for the guests, I say, and they have a breakfast room because I didn't know how to fill all this space that I was given, you know, and also a formal dining room and a bar area, small bar area. You'll see later on. I love it. I love how I came up with the idea of making it a bathroom downstairs, a big kitchen with an island in there. And also upstairs we have the office, the master bedroom, the master bathroom, a bathroom for the 2 kids, and 2 bedrooms. And I even tried, I don't know, I just tried to use light colors for this build because I wanted to go with the blue swatch and all that, and it's just came out really nice. It was a bit annoying going through because of that huge trim that you can see at the rooms. It was so annoying to work with, and it was still annoying at the end, but yeah, I made it work, I would say. And I love this room the most, I think, in the house because it's so full of light. It goes into the backyard, even though you can see in the hot tub because I didn't think to put something to cover it from the house side. Well, my bad. And it's just so nice, full of light and all that. I still remember this time when I was seeing all those speed builds from Deligracy, Lil Simsy, James Turner on YouTube, and I was like, how do they have that kind of lining? Sorry, like you can see literally the shine of the sun, of the light going inside, like with the shades and everything. I was like, how? I don't have that. It's just like, you know, the reflection of the sun through the windows. I didn't have that, and I was like, how do they have that? And I don't remember exactly. Maybe I looked on YouTube, or maybe I just went into settings to see it for myself, and then I discovered you can do that in the lining settings on in the options menu, and I was like, what? I was mind blown, and since then I was so happy that I finally have those nice reflections. And yeah, it was definitely a journey with Sims, getting to know and learn all those new things that I can do and all that. It was really nice though, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I'm using also G-Shade, and with G-Shade I'm pretty sure you can use any version of presets out there. It doesn't matter what you want to put in your G-Shade, you can put, it will work. Not with like Reshade. With Reshade you had specific presets that wouldn't work depending on the version of Reshade you have, so G-Shade for me is much better and is not consuming that much of my how would I say, of my you know, my space is not laggy or anything, so I just love it. And I'm using the sugar, no, that's not, what am I using actually? I keep forgetting what am I using. Wait, let me check. You'll hear me clicking because I'm pretty sure I don't know what I'm using. Sorry, shame on me. I'm using Kindle Space, Dove by Kindle Space 2.0. And for the screenshots that you see at the end is my own preset that I've done for screenshots. I just wanted them to look a bit more realistic and not like a game cartoony. I don't know how to explain it. So basically the screenshots that you've seen for the past few speed builds on my YouTube, sorry about that, are just with my own preset. I will put it on Patreon for free, obviously, anytime soon. I'm just lazy at the moment. But yeah, other than that, as I always say in my videos, and I didn't say it quite yet in this one, please feel free to give me feedback, to maybe put your opinion in there, what you would have done better in this build, what you would have changed, if you liked something specifically, you know, anything you want. And as always, I'm happy for you to be here. I'm happy that you are here. And I don't know what's wrong with today's voiceover. I get so nervous, I get out of breath and stuff like that. It's weird, but yeah, thank you for being here, and I'm really glad that you're here. And also, if you would like, if you enjoy my videos or anything, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe to my channel, or even give it just a thumbs up, you know. It will help a lot with the algorithm, so my video gets recommended to other people. And yeah, and hopefully this year I make it I make it a long way towards my goal. I mean, I know it's big dreams, you know, but I'm still hoping that eventually I would get a partner, and that would be so great. But I still have a long way till there. Like, I need 1,000 subscribers, and I think it was 4,000 hours of watching on my videos, so it's a long way. But yeah, I like to mention it from time to time. It would be so nice if I get there, but I'm not just thinking about it constantly. I'm just like, okay, I'm doing this for my own fun and to let you guys see what I am coming up with, my building style and everything. I'm still thinking of doing tutorials of how to build, how to landscape, but it's so much, like I literally have to think through all the steps that I want to present in the video, to go one by one, and it's so complicated for me because I'm so chaotic all the time, and it's so difficult for me to do that. But if I would do it, I think, I don't know when that would happen, to be honest, but I would love to do it for sure. But it's like so weird because I'm usually doing the shape of the house, then I go with the landscape, and then in order to go put the windows on the house, I have to do the floor plan, which is a bit I don't know how to say it. It's a bit twisted in there, you know, because it's weird how I'm going with. But other than that, I think I would enjoy to make this. And in here we are moving on to the kitchen, which is such a big and nice kitchen. I got to use this wallpaper, which I think I never do. I just used it fairly because it has that stone at the base, that line of stone a bit at the base, and it's just nice. And I was just thinking this could be for the kitchen, you know. And later on in the video, towards the end, I think I'm putting some tiles in the kitchen instead of the hardwood floor, you know. I even gave them what did I give them? I gave them a dishwasher, a I don't know, a fridge, obviously, stove, you know, all these things. In here I just wanted to see if I'm doing good on the space in here, so I just tried to put down my table and my chairs. But I chose this table, modern table, but then it ended up being like, nope, this table definitely doesn't match the vibes I'm going with and the chairs and everything, so nope. I'm just putting those just as a reference for me to be like, okay, so this is what I can do with this. And I'm doing a custom bar area here, as you can see, with the trim, the half walls, and that wall that has the trader. I forgot the name of it. What's wrong with me today? The archway, yeah, the archway. Yeah, Jesus. I gave them a microwave. I don't know what's wrong with this voiceover today. I'm just like, you know, here I put that, I put that. So I had fun with this kitchen because it was so big, but when it came to clutter it was so hard because base game is lacking huge clutter, like huge amounts of clutter, and plants. Sims, please give us more plants. I love plants. And also I tried my best, you know. I even gave them a coffee machine, a teapot in there for them to make tea, because I didn't know how to fill those counters, because as I told you, base game is just lacking a lot of personality and a lot of clutter and a lot of stuff still. So Sage. But I think it ended up being nice. I was like, you know what, yeah, let's do that. I had to fill this empty middle space, so I just went with islands with 3 chairs, you know, the basic stuff. And I don't know, it was nice. It was a nice build. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, comparing it with other ones, I don't know, I think I enjoyed all the builds I've done lately with base game. And it's just weird at some points. You feel like, I don't know, you feel like it's, oh, my house looks so disgusting, I don't like it, but it's actually pretty. But yeah, still base game needs a lot more than just what it has at the moment. It's kind of lacking. But other than that, I just enjoyed it so much. And you know, as I always say in my videos, I tried my best. And the breakfast room will be just a simple room, nothing fancy. I even I try to play far more than I'm usually doing with tool mode on the inside of the houses, because it's so nice. You can size up and down curtains, you can have a bit of fun. As you can see here, I'm just sizing them down so they don't go through the wall. And the same I did with the cabinets. There are those base game cabinets that already have plates in them, like plates, cups, I don't know, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I just tried my best. And here I just remembered, damn, I forgot to finish decluttering the kitchen. I just left that counter like that, because I told you I'm not as I used to be, that chaotic at that kind of a level, but I still am from time to time. I just forget about one thing, go to another. I just do that in real life as well, so it's just a bit annoying sometimes. I'm like, oh frick, I forgot to do that thing, let's go back, do that thing, then I just get caught up with something else. It's just weird. And in here I'm doing the cabinet things. I was talking about those kind of cabinets, if that's how you call them, that I'm just sizing them up with two more, because Jesus, they are so small, coming in like default size. They are so small and so unrealistic. If you're using medium walls, for example, it's just so small. And then I just put the cabinet from the counters in there and just did like a, I don't know, custom cabinet thingy in there. It's just nice, I like it. And I kept reusing some of the base game paintings throughout the house, because you know, we don't have enough paintings as well with base game, just saying. So I had to reuse them. Poor me. I'm joking. In here is the bar area, which I just put those bottles shelves there, drink shelves there, whatever. And yeah, in here I tried to do this bookshelf even bigger, but it felt too big, and I still feel it's a bit big, but I still like it. And then I just discovered, wait, if I put it in the wall like that, it looks like it's holding on to the wall, you know, that backside, that if I push it into the wall. So yeah I just discovered something new. In here I'm just trying to do like I just sized down these drawers, because they were so big and it was so tall and just didn't match in that corner. And then I just do the objects and then I move them down, because obviously I sized down the drawer so the items will still click on the previous size it used to have. So I just have to use two more to place them a bit down, you know, to look like they are sitting on the surface. And I'm playing around with the curtains in here, but I think I deleted that, and then I'm just going up with those base game curtains that, by the way, used to be Parenthood curtains when they came out, just saying, and they made it into base game, just saying. And they gave them more swatches this time, more neutral swatches, more like solid colors, because they used to have the rainbow and some kid pattern in there, like it was weird. And other than that, I'm doing the cabinet thing again here. I think it's too big, but still, who cares, you know, it is too big. But it's fine, you know, it seems. And this rug just bugged me, because if you look at the base of the rug, the lines are not closing in together, like they are not matching. And I was like, what, why? Look, it's just so annoying. Ugh. And I tried to do a custom couch in here, but at some point I was like, nah. And then I just went with those, and then I was like, but this feels so weird, they are blue, everything is blue in here. And this table thing I did in here to make that round nice table, I saw it so many times on reels, videos, or anything on Instagram from other creators, and I thought it's a clever idea, because it makes your space more filled, and at the same time, look how nice it is, the round table with those details at the corners. I just love it, it's so beautiful. And then here I ended up changing the color of the couches, and because it was way too much blue in this build, that I was like, oh my god, this is too much blue. And there, did you see the chicken with the eggs that I put at the base of the lamp? Like, it looks like that is the actual base of the lamp, you know? It's just so nice. I don't know, I never had that idea, I just thought about it now, and it was like, oh, let's try it. In here I'm just sizing down the curtains, because they were enormous and it was just ugly. And also I didn't like how the items were placed in here, so I just moved the tables away and did that. Here I'm just thinking of giving them yet another bookcase, guys, but I give up on it because it felt like I'm using way too many bookcases and it just looks ugh, you know. And in here I didn't know what to do with those corners. I really didn't know what to do with those corners, so I just put some walls in there and it looks a bit better now, the living room, a bit more enclosed, cozy. But geez, I didn't know what to put in those corners because I was like, but I don't even have nice plants in this base game, you know. What am I gonna put in there? And yeah, I'm moving the bookcase there, and I think here, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm putting a mirror. I usually do that with empty walls. It's either a mirror or a bookcase or a plant, but usually bookcases and mirrors for me. And in here I tried again to put those curtains, and I didn't talk about it. Those front doors that I combine and put next to each other, so it looks like a big double door, which is interesting. I saw that in one of Seamless's speed builds for the past weeks, so that's where I got my idea from, and I just loved it, and I was like, oh, that's nice, I'm gonna try that in my build today. And I still had some ideas that I wanted to try in this build that I saw on Instagram reels and all that, but I forgot, so yeah, maybe I remember in my next build. So in here I'm just going with paintings as always to just fill the space. This is just the hallway to the backyard, it's nothing fancy. The bedroom, same, is a big bathroom, so if you would have the build and want to add some laundry stuff in there, like the washing machines, I think you have plenty of time for plenty of space for that. And I think I know it's nothing fancy in here, but I think it's a nice bathroom actually. Like, I would love to walk into that bathroom and just do my business in there, and it's just a nice bathroom. I don't know, that's a weird thing to say, but that's a nice bathroom. And definitely, I don't know, let me know what's your opinion on this. Would you like to live in such a big house, or would you be more of a small cozy house person? I don't know. I think it would be interesting, definitely interesting to live in such a big house, but still you're never gonna get to use all the space that's in this house. Just think about that. Like, you'll never get to, just think about it, on your whole lifetime there will be still at the end, before you move out or before something happens, I don't know, that you have places in this house that you never walked into. Did you think of that? I don't know, that's how I think it. And a big house, it's weird. Sometimes it would feel really weird, right? Like, just imagine being on the other side of the house and getting robbed on the other side of the house and being like, oh, you don't hear anything, you don't know anything. I don't know, it's just, I wouldn't really enjoy it. I would enjoy like a smaller house, cozier house, but not really small, you know, just like maybe first floor plus a second floor, and a nice backyard, and that would be it. Nothing fancy. And in here I just try to fill the space as always in the hallway with rugs, couches, some flowers, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. In here I'm going in the office. I ended up loving how it came out, especially at the part when I'm gonna switch the wallpaper, spoiler alert. I just loved this. It has so many windows, it looks so nice. I got to use those bookcases that I'm kind of obsessed with them. Not obsessed, but I just love them. They are so beautiful, and especially in different swatches, they are really nice. I like them a lot. Then they are filled with stuff, so you don't have to try to put objects in there and make them feel not so empty. In here I just gave him those things because he's really like hungry for money. That sounds so weird. He's the grumpy dad that's into business. He just wants a wealthy fortune, I think. That's his aspiration, but I can't remember for sure. So yeah, he's always working. And yeah, he has that trophy from business career and those gold bars. So yeah, you know, I changed the wallpaper and it looks so much better actually. I just love it. And I'm trying just to put the bookcases in there. And here we move to the master bedroom, which was kind of a, I wouldn't say challenge, but I don't know. I just thought I will go with blue swatches in this bedroom, even though he's more of a brown preference guy because he likes brown, the color brown. That's why I went with his office with all those browns. But the bedroom is blue. She loves blue, the wife, and that's why I based all my entire build on blue. But not mainly because of that, but because the other Victorian house that I did across the road doesn't have blue swatches. It's like cream and white, so that's why I wanted to give it a try with a Victorian base game blue build, because it's nice and I never done that before, as I said. And in here I'm doing all those not costume, but you know what I mean. I costumed those paintings, sizing them up, down, and putting them next to each other, so it's a wall full of pictures, which looks so nice and you fill the space perfectly. And also where I'm putting the fireplace in that corner there, it ended up being not too much of a functional space in there. It's just like meh, you know. But I still didn't play test this build as we're talking right now, so I'll see if everything works according to the plan, you know. And I gave her a vanity table, which I never used this swatch of these drawers that you see right here, and I was like, well, that's a nice swatch and I finally get to use it in this build. I just lifted up a mirror in there to look like a proper vanity table, you know, using again those base game curtains, which I like so much in my builds. They are just, if you don't know what to go with, because the base game curtains, the other ones are so ugly, you just go with those. The former parenthood curtains. In here I tried to do a custom closet actually with an open door, which I did move with MC command center. Jesus. And then I just put some clothes in there and everything, you know, some shoes, some dressers, and yeah, nothing fancy, believe me. And I just love how this closet looks open in there, and it's just nice. I like it. And I give them on like 2 armchairs for the master bedroom, even though I have never seen that in my entire life, in my real life. I've never seen in real life something like that, big bedrooms with armchairs in them, you know, inside of them. It's just weird for me, because yeah, most of my builds are just American styled. It's just because I've seen so many movies and I like that kind of style, with all those front porches, with the backyards. And yeah, like in the neighborhood I grew into Romania, in the village, we would never have front yards. It's like in front of the house, like you walk a big area of grass or something alone, and then you get to the house. Or I don't know, you would have basically in this neighborhood that I'm living into, basically it's the house, and next to the house it starts right the gate that stops into the house. Where the house ends, it starts the gate, and then you get into the front yard, which goes along next to the house till the back, and then the back there's another gate that will go into the garden, which that's basically it. So basically I could say vegan wagon styled house, but still not so not so vegan. I don't know, I was thinking so many times to try to build my real house, but it would be so plain and weird, because Jesus, that style is weird. But yeah, I could give it a try, it would be fun, definitely. It's so funny. But yeah, and I never had like fancy bathroom or anything. It was just like a small bathroom. I still have it in that house where I grew up. It's just so small. You get into the bathroom, it's a long bathroom, and as you walk in you have the washing machine at the right, then you have the bathtub, which was greatest thing. I love bathtubs. And then we have the sink on the left, and you have to squish in there to get to the toilet. So basically, if there are 2 people in the bathroom, you have to go like stick yourself to the wall so the other person can pass by. That sounds so funny, because I'm thinking how I did it with my fiance in there. It's so funny. Anyway, it's a nice bedroom though. It's like so long, so you have bathtub, you have like the toilet, the drawer, something like a shelving system in there. I'm saying. It was like, it used to be something else. We got it first from somewhere. Most of the stuff we got in my house were given from other people, used things. It was nothing new or something. We still bought stuff new, but most of the items my family wouldn't ever mind reusing, you know. So yeah, and we used to have a window at the bathroom door. I know that sounds weird, I know. And the first glass part that should be, it was a mirror, and then up was a window. So if you just go on your toes, like try to raise yourself, you could see in the bathroom through that window, which was creepy. And by the time I was around 13 or 14, I felt so weird about it that I took something and just taped it in there. I don't even think I put it with nails, to cover all the window part from the inside of the bathroom so nobody can see through. Because growing up, I was so anxious about everything, even though you're like, it's your own family, why would you be anxious about someone watching you in the bathroom? But you never know. I'm joking. I was growing with a huge anxiety of people watching me out of windows. And whenever I would be in the bathtub as a kid, just hanging in there, you know, doing my stuff, I would be scared that someone is gonna watch me through the window of the bathroom. Not the door window, but the window of the bathroom, because we have a window, but it's really high up. And it also has like a metal thing in front of the window. It still has space for the air to get through, but in front of the window is that metal piece that blocks people from looking in. So you would have to go really at an angle to see in. So I don't know why I was so anxious about that, or about forgetting to pull the curtains or the blinders thingy we have, because it was usual to have some blinders thingy that you control from the inside of the room, and they would just go drop in front of the window from the outside, those kind of blinders. So I had times where I forgot to close the blinders, and Jesus Christ, when I found out in the middle of the night with my light on for the entire time in my room, and just my window is directly into the street, like from the street you can just come out the window and look. And I was so pissed, but not pissed, but I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, I forgot it, whoever watched me. And it was so creepy, you know. But it's okay now, it's okay. I'm doing better with that kind of stuff now. So in here I got to the the girl's bedroom, which as you can see is messy. It still has stuff around, stuff that she left behind and all that stuff, you know. And some windows on the left side won't have any curtains in there. I was just thinking, yeah, it's, you know, it's not a working bedroom anymore, so maybe they just didn't care about the curtains anymore and stuff like that. I gave her a nice bed, some custom pillows, which is just some base game chairs that I sized down or didn't even size down and put them in there. And also I tried to put a rug on top of the bed for it to be like a blanket, but guess what? This is something weird. If you elevating rugs up, it doesn't work. They look weird, you see through. It's so weird. Anyways, here is the gaming mat thingy that I told you about, that the boy is using, and put it in her room because he doesn't have enough space in his room. And as you saw, I didn't talk about it, his bedroom was so modern. Did you see that? It's a nice bedroom. He's like into modern stuff, gaming, fitness, all that. And in here she still has her old paintings rack, painting easel in there, and a lot of books, some paintings, and some pictures on the walls, teddy bear, you know, all this kind of stuff that it's from her previous room, because now she's living across the street. I wanted to say across the world. Okay, and I even gave him a treadmill, as I told you, in this room. You'll see later. And yeah, other than that, I just enjoyed this build. I really enjoyed it, and giving it personality is the main exciting thing about a build. When you try to give a personality to the build, when you try to come with a backstory and everything, it's just great in my opinion. So with all being said, I've been talking so much, and I think for the first time in one of my videos I talked more about my childhood, my stuff, you know. So I'm happy that you have come this far in the video, or that you even even if you're forbidden here or anything. Thank you so much, and as always, please consider I know it sounds so like cringy that I have to say this, but please, if you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel. That will support me a lot, and like the video so it gets in the algorithm and gets you know, shown to other people. And thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to check my other socials if you'd like to, down in the description. And I always put a lot of info in the description, so if you're looking for something that you have a question for, just look in there. If it's not in there, just give a comment to the video and I'll answer to your question. So thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a great rest of your day, obviously, and I hope you have a great day. And as I said, please stay well. That sounds weird. Please take care of yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. So let's see what the next video brings, right? So thank you so much for being here, and as always, I'm grateful for you, and thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. If I already said it so many times. Okay, now I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.